Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Jiao Qing. And today we're jumping on the bandwagon. We're going to talk a little bit about the TikTok ban, in America. What's the app called? Xiaohongshu. And just discuss that a little bit. I wasn't going to talk about it. It's something that I'm not really interested in. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Xiaohongshu. They mean absolutely nothing to me. I wasn't going to talk about it until something that Donald Trump said just sparked me to think a little bit. And first of all, let's just the TikTok ban a little bit. Like I say, I'm not on TikTok. I've not used it. I do have a what's the Chinese version? Douyin account, but I very, very rarely use it. It's all in Chinese. It's too hard for me. I can't figure the bloody thing out. But the reasons they're banning TikTok, this national security thing, just to me seems like an absolute joke. They're worried about the Chinese government using TikTok, which isn't even controlled in China. It's controlled, I believe it's based in Singapore, but using it to do all the same things that America is doing with Facebook, with Instagram, with all the American social media apps. Hiding the pro-Palestinian content and stuff in regards to the Israel-Palestinian conflict, all that stuff. But the thing is, America's been spreading all this crap about China for years, and a lot of other countries have jumped on board and are doing the same thing. America, Australia, Britain, lots of other countries around the place are jumping on this ridiculous bandwagon, and with the ban of TikTok in America, pushing all of the users there onto this Xiaohongshu, which I've not seen. I've only sort of heard about it since all this controversy started, and since everybody started flooding, all the Americans started flooding onto this app. And what they're now discovering, which just amuses the hell out of me, they've been forced off of TikTok, which, largely they were probably watching content from America. They probably weren't watching a whole lot of stuff from other countries, and now they're actually seeing real people living in China. Chinese people generally don't access TikTok. They use Douyin. So, Americans had no real contact with people, so they had no idea that that their government was lying to them about what was going on in China. And now they're seeing with their own eyes, talking to people who live here, who work here, who bring up families here, that things are not quite what they've been told, which I laugh at. The American government's spent so much money and so much time trying to push this narrative, an absolute false narrative about what China is like. And they've pushed them into a place where people are now seeing what things are really like, which I just find that hugely amusing. I've not done much research on the thing. I'm just going by all the other videos that content creators are making about this situation. It amuses the hell out of me. I think it's hilarious. But what I actually wanted to talk about was something that Donald Trump said. So Donald Trump's sort of given them a reprieve, apparently. I'm not sure how legal that is. From what I understand, the reprieve that Trump has given them is only available if the company is in active negotiations to sell the app, which apparently, as far as I know, they're not. So the reprieve shouldn't actually be happening. A lot of the Republican politicians who back Donald Trump are rather furious about this situation, apparently. They're not happy with Trump offering this reprieve. Now, I hope they don't back down. I hope they don't sell the app. I hope they keep it in their own hands and let the Americans sort out their crap for themselves. But Donald Trump said something that got me thinking, and that is that America should at least own half of the company. Which I straight away thought, well, hold on, why should America hold half of the company? It's not exclusively American users. There's lots of other countries that use the app as well. So let's say we're going to take half of the company away from the parent company. Who are they? ByteDance. All right, we're going to take half of the company away and put it in the hands of the countries of the users. Now, I did a little bit of research on this and the numbers. So the US, now I found various numbers. They sort of fluctuated. It was rather difficult to find definitive numbers there anywhere, but I did find some numbers. So the US has approximately 121 million users of TikTok. Indonesia, I found numbers anywhere from between 127 to 157 million users. So then next, Brazil, 101 million users. Mexico, Vietnam, Pakistan, Russia, Thailand, all over 50 million users. So why don't they get a slice of that 50%? So I did a quick little calculation of the user base. Now I added up the top 20 countries by numbers of users of TikTok, which the total there was, big number. Hold on, I've got to count my numbers here. Right, so 1,051,237,650 users in the top 20 countries. So I've only gone with the top 20. I haven't added all countries because that would have taken forever. And at that, with those countries, only using those countries, America represents about 15% of users. Indonesia represents, 18 to 19% of users. So that should be the percentage that America can have if we're going to take away half of the company from the parent company. But as we're only taking away half the company, we'll halve that. We'll give America 7.5% control. Indonesia, 9, between probably 9 and 10% control. And, I'll go with that. I'll say, yep, that's a fair deal. But, and here's the big but that maybe Donald Trump won't like. If we're going to do this to TikTok, if we're going to take half of their company away and put it in control of the other countries that where this app is used, let's do the same thing with Facebook, with Instagram, with Google, with whoever else people use. I'm not up with social media. What is there? Snapchat, WhatsApp, all the different apps that people use for social media. Let's take away half of all of them and put them in the hands of the countries, of the users who actually use them. How does that sound to you, Mr. Trump? fair's fair after all. We if you're going to do that to an app from another country, why can't the rest of the world do the same thing to all of the social media that is run out of America? And I don't see why that wouldn't be a fair thing to do. Please explain to me why it wouldn't be. You might say, well, the Facebook and all that isn't controlled by the government. Well, I beg to differ. When you look at Trump's inauguration, who was in the front row? Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, the guys from Apple, I believe, were there. All the big tech bros were in attendance at the inauguration. So, I see no reason why the rest of the world shouldn't be allowed to do the same thing to the American companies that America wants to do to a company that, while the parent company is Chinese, the company itself is not actually run in China. We've got a big market area over the road here. We might take a duck through here and have a look while we're walking around. We're actually walking around here. We're just killing time because we're on our way to a school shortly where they're holding a basketball camp, and we're going to go and have a look at this place and see what's going on with this camp. We've actually been out the last couple of nights. We've been doing a couple of English classes, sort of teaching the kids basketball terms in English. And they're a good bunch of kids actually. They seem to really enjoy it. So, looks like a big wet market in here. A lot of it doesn't look like it's actually open. It is, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon here, and everybody will be off having a nap. This place will open up, no doubt the same as the market down by my place. It'll open up around 4 o'clock-ish and start to get busy as people come in to get stuff to prepare for dinner. Let's spin our camera around. We'll just give you a quick look around in here at what we've got. So, lots and lots of stalls down here, fresh fruit, vegetables, meats, all that sort of thing. And then over the other side of the road here, we've got a heap of shops with all the sauces and rice and stuff that you put with your meal. It's, I've not actually been we're right out in the west end of the city. We're in this workshops are happening in a fairly new middle school. It's only been open a couple of years. It's a really nice looking place actually. Back to the TikTok thing. Like I say, I've never used TikTok. And I've never used this other one, although I am thinking now, after hearing so much about this Xiaohongshu, I am actually thinking about getting on there. From what I've heard, it's a lot of lifestyle stuff, it's a lot of cultural stuff. And it might be interesting to give some ideas for other things to show you guys, some other videos for me to make. And with the flood of Americans heading there at the moment, there may well be a lot more creators doing stuff in English, because I'm pretty sure it would have been largely Chinese beforehand. There might be a lot more creators making things in English, trying to explain about things in China, and that might give me some ideas. So I might have to jump on there and have a look myself, not because I'm that interested in having any more social media apps, but because it could be good for a little bit of research and stuff. So, that was pretty much all I really wanted to talk about today, was this comment of Trump's. America should own half of the app. Well, no, they shouldn't. With 15% of the users, if we're going to take half the app away from the company, that'll give you 7.5%, roughly. Same thing applies the other way. If you're going to do that, we get to do that with Facebook, with Instagram, with all the other American social media apps that are being used to, oh, we've got a big supermarket in there. I've not been out this area before. There's a lot of new stuff to look at as I'm walking around. Yeah, if these apps are going to be influenced by the US government to send out a narrative, whatever that narrative is, then let's break some of these apps and put some ownership in the hands of other countries. After all, fair's fair, right? I don't have much else to say, really. Like I say, it's not an issue that I've followed closely. I have sort of, you know, kept a bit of an eye on the news about the TikTok ban because I always laugh at America's reasoning. National security. That seems to be the problem with everything, right down to refrigerators. I mean, it's mental. What was the one I saw? Garlic. They were going to ban garlic from China because it was a national security thing. How the hell is garlic a national security issue? I don't understand. But it's the American politicians' go-to response. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I've said before, America as a country, you suck. American people, that doesn't mean you. You do deserve far, far better representation than you get. And yeah, hopefully one day you can find your way to getting that representation that you actually deserve, and getting politicians who are actually honest and genuine and actually have your best interests at heart. And yeah, we'll see how we go with that. It's probably a tall order. I think the American political system is probably too ingrained, and I think it'd be very, very hard to change. But anyway, that's a video for another day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, questions, comments, hit us up. I'd be interested to hear your views, because there is so much going on with this stuff at the moment. You know, how long before Xiaohongshu gets banned for the same national security threat reason? It won't be long, I'm willing to bet. If you've enjoyed that, hit that like button, share with friends, get yourself subscribed to the channel. We're off to have a look at this school now, so that video will be coming up soon. Questions, comments, like I said, hit us up down there in the comment section. If you have anything you would like to learn about life here in China, in Guangdong, in Jiaqing, again, hit us up down in the comment section. And if you come up with a good idea, we'll go away, we'll make you a video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.